Hello everyone, the story I'm going to share today is No Killing Cures Ancestral Deformation. During the ending period of Qing Dynasty, there was a village in northeast China where a family surnamed Xing lived. The Xing family was famous for two reasons. The first was that they had a secret ancestral remedy for eye disease. Whoever had eye disease went to Xing's household to receive the remedy, and the disease was quickly cured. The second reason was that all men's left eyes in the Xing's family had no pupil and could see nothing. They did not know for how many generations the men in their family had been like that. They only took it as an inherited trait. At that time, the old Xing was 40 years old. And of course, his left eye was blind, as were his father's and son's left eyes. What was the relationship between the secret ancestral remedy and the ancestral deformation? The Xing family never thought about it, and people who knew them also didn't think about it. In the fall of that year, more and more people had eye diseases. The old Xing made a lot of money. In the ancestral remedy, one ingredient was the liver of wild goose. The old Xing bought wild goose, tied one of its legs with a rope, and fastened the rope down in the yard in preparation for removing the goose liver. At this moment, another goose came flying over and circled the yard, giving a miserable howling. The goose tied in the yard struggled and also gave a miserable howling. The goose in the sky quickly landed in the yard and used its beak to desperately peck at the rope tied to the other wild goose's leg. The goose tied up also used its beak to peck its own leg. Only a little while later, the rope was broken through, and both of them flew away. All that was left was a rope tied with half of goose leg. The old Xing saw the scene and did not know what to do. He felt terrible. He then quickly burned instructions for the ancestral remedy. From then on, he didn't treat eye disease anymore. A few years later, he had a grandson, and starting from this grandson, the family deformation of having no pupil in one eye stopped. His grandson had two pupils, and the Xing family never had only one pupil again. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.